Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my show. It's me, LA Understood, and this is part three of having multi talents. I want to go more into detail about the word passion, the term passion. Oh my gosh, you know how they say us multi talented people just don't seem to have a passion for anything? We just can't seem to sit still. They treat us like we're toddlers, how toddlers are always antsy and running around because they can't sit still. Well, that's natural. That's how they are wired because to them, everything in their world is new. Their world is new. So there's so many things to look at, there's so many things to get into. So if you take that philosophy and put it with an adult, a teenager, or tween, or even younger, anybody with blessed with multi-talent gifts, the gift of being multi-talented, just imagine them seeing the world still fresh with new eyes, like a toddler. I mean, everywhere you look around, there's loads of possibilities, creativity. Your mind is always turning, and that's a good thing. So I think people need to kind of cool it with that. Also, I feel passion is such a strong word. Oh my gosh. Just like how I, I guess how some people overuse the word love to the point where some people who cherish the word love in one way, it mixes them up. They're like, why are you just telling everybody you love them? Same difference to me when it comes to passion for anything. It's been thrown around so many times to the point that it lost its importance. It lost it. Passion, that word kind of gets under my skin because that's a strong word. It's right up there with commitment. It's not saying I don't like to commit to anything. I'm married. That's totally different. But I mean, passion means that if you have a passion for a certain type of job or a particular position in the job, that means you're dedicated to that. You're locked into that. You might as well put the blinders on because everything around your world evolves around that. And multi-talented people are more or less free spirits, so trying to put a box down on us to focus and have the rest of our lives, or at least half of the majority of our lives, be dedicated to just one focal point as far as being in the work field, it makes our heads hurt. Our eyebrows kind of frown up and like, what the H are you talking about? You mean you want me to do this forever? I don't get it. It don't make sense. It's like I had in one of my segments on YouTube, I talked about a couple jobs that I had, and I talked about a job that I would not want. For example, I would not want to be a teacher. I would not want to be a teacher from pre-K all the way to ninth grade because you're constantly doing the same thing over and over and over. Only thing that's changing is the world around you, and every year you have new students and more names to remember. But you're basically still teaching the same curriculum because that's the way the rules are for how this world is ran. So nothing really changes. You're teaching the same thing over and over and over. And that's gotta suck. Just the thought alone makes me go crazy. Now, that's a good example because that's an example of teachers who really want to be that. I really want to be a teacher. And it shows because they do it like for the rest of their lives. Me, I have multi talents and I just can't sit there doing the same thing over and over. I would go crazy. Just the thought alone is wigging me out. I have to have more. If anything, I would be a gym teacher, because then you have the freedom to come up with creative games, play indoors, outdoors, take recreational field trips, have more involvement with the children as far as the range of opening their minds to using their imagination, you know. And I said if I were to become a teacher, it would be only for 10th graders to college because when you teach them things, they actually have, yeah, when you teach them those things, they're up in age. They're about to be 18. They can do so many things. They're legally grown. They can be emancipated from their parents and their legal guardian. They have more power and freedom to actually um, pursue the changes that you teach them about. Making life changes. Not saying a little 12-year-old can't neither, but I mean that the the 10th and on the 10th grade up and on up, they just have more freedom to do things. They can go off into college, they can get their hands to so many things, see the world faster, it's more accessible. And not only when you're teaching those age groups of people, you can tell them other things that's off course of the topic, and you know that they'll understand it more because their minds are more developed. Having said that, I believe that's a good definition of a multi-talented people, and how I feel that passion is such a strong word. It's a cemented word, and I don't think people should be shackled. Not everybody's meant to be shackled down to one thing. However, this world functions on those people who do come into this world knowing exactly what they want to do and what they want to be. I'm thankful for those people because they are, the people who also help make the world go around, like firefighters, police people, a baker. Even the baker, even if you want to be a baker, you still have creative freedom in that. It's not as limited as being a firefighter or a teacher. You know, So even in the field of baking, if I had to pick one thing, it would be something like that, because at least you can pick and choose how you want to design everything and the cakes and the catering and what have you. But getting back to my point, everyone who's got multi talents, don't feel bad if you don't have one direct focus. Just be happy that your focus is the fact that you have many talents. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay if you can't sit still or you find that you are switching from job to job to job. It's not because you are inconsistent. It's not because you have poor time management skills per se. It's not because you're late all the time or you got fired. It's just you get bored. You get to a job and you see all the things about it. You're happy to have a job. The only reason you're there in the first place is because you need the revenue and the extra money. Whatever extra money you do get from a job, it goes towards your things you really love, as far as being in the creative genre, like writing and dancing and singing. All that extra money usually goes towards your hobbies and stuff anyway. So you just have a job to keep a roof over your head. But in a perfect world, if you didn't have to do that and all your bills were paid, tell me what then? What would you do? You will have divine freedom. I wrote in a paragraph saying that if you come across someone, and you will if you haven't, who's someone who's prejudging you, or a group of people who are prejudging you based on the fact that you really don't have anything to show for according to America's standards of trophies, certificates, degrees, children, house, car, you know, tell them to really look at you. If you're going to come at me that way and you want to call yourself being grown and mature because you have all these superficial things, fine. But level with me. Look at me. Look and see how I'm really doing. Do it look like I'm really stressing? No. Do it look like I'm really tripping? No. Do I seem happy? Yes. Do I seem content? Yes. So why are you in my business, and why are you stressing that I'm not really on your level? It don't make me any less than or any more than. If anything, we're equal, because our definitions of contentment are apparently different. But at the end of the day, when we go home to our families, our husbands and wives, we are still happy and content. Yours may be more superficial, but who cares? At the end of the day, when we close our eyes, we're still happy. So you can kind of just shut up. Multi-talented people are cool to hang around if you give us a chance, if you have not already. Sometimes I know when you're in high school, you have many facets in life far as singing, dancing. You know, it's cool because you can just display them in talent shows if you want to, if you want that type of attention. It's different, you know. I had a lot of talents, but I really didn't want to put them on display at the high school. I just didn't really want to be bothered with too many people like that. Not on that level, not having additional attention. And I was like, they don't need to know how cool I am, anyways, even though they know I'm cool. It's like I could say that for a fresh set of friends, a new part in my life when I go off to college or something, you know. But once again, you guys, just that passion word is overrated, especially when it falls into the category of a career. Don't let these people hinder your ambitions and talk down to you because you're not passionate about anything. I'm like, you guys can be quiet because I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. I'm not I'm not hurting my world around me. If you think about it, I'm positive around the in the world around me. So you guys just don't let these people have you go all crazy because you don't have a passion. That's a strong word, and I think sometimes they need to really think about what they're saying when they question you and throw the P word around. I'm like, so you're passionate about having this dead end job. Oh, so you're passionate about being stuck in a cubicle for 8 hours a day. Oh, so you're passionate about doing this. Really? Okay, cool, fine. Sounds pretty boring. Thanks, it's me, Elay Understood. If you have any questions, comments concerning this topic or anything you want me to talk about, just type it down below. I'm thankful for the new subscribers I had and the previous ones I had. All my day oneers, thank you so much.